And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, just take a minute after 8 there. See, the big hand is just past the 12, little hands on the 8. It is 8 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of MFers Live. Yeah, see, I don't hold up any little cards anymore because we got our sign right back there. It's MFers Live. And yeah, I guess it's a little bit of a curl. There's a little bit of a curl there. There we go. Get stuck back up there. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of MFers Live. It is February 5th, 2018, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MFers Live. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Jazzy. How are you ladies doing today? Welcome. It is Monday. It is the beginning of the week. I'm waiting for that tablet to open up, but it's going to work all right. So we're going to pull some shout-outs here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I think I do got the camera a little bit more better angled. I hope you guys enjoy it. Hello, James. Thanks for tuning in. See, I was just about to point those out, too. See, now you guys can actually see Michelangelo behind me. Yes, that is a piece of art that was donated to the studio, courtesy of James himself. Hello, James. All right, so I got a bunch of names here. You guys ready? All right, so today is Monday, so it is our positive news. All right, I got my Good News Network opening up here. I'm going to do some shout-outs. Here, guys, go. You guys ready? We have R.J. Tilley. Who else we have here? We have, Debbie Griffiths. We have Sarah Steckley. There's one of our little Christmas angels. All right, you know, guys, I'm going to send a bunch of these out. Yes. Because I notice that a lot of people are not getting their notifications. And it's weird. I always let everybody know to make sure you have your little notification button clicked off. It should be around here somewhere. I think I might be touching it right now, right about here. I think it should be around this little area here. It's your notification button. Make sure it is clicked on. So this way you guys can get notified every time we go live. All right, so I'm just going to send a whole bunch here. All right. So we're going to do some more shout-outs as I keep doing these. All right, who else we got here? We got, there's our one and only riffraff, Dylan Wheeler. How you doing, Dylan? Hello, James. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. And then we got Jennifer Pratt. There we go. What else do we have here? We have a bunch more. All right, we have. Whoa, almost squished that one. And I just shot that one. Sorry, Leanne. Did not mean to shoot you across the way. There we go. Leanne Mullis. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys got to check out Ben Guy last night. I thought he was live. My mistake. It was totally my error. I was actually talking to him earlier in the day. It was actually pre-recorded because of the football game that was taking place. So, but yes, he was on YouTube, and he is going to be live on Wednesday. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We have a famous person following us, and that is Ben Guide himself. That is amazing. We actually had him. No, I didn't want Skype. Okay, there we go. So we're going to go to this day in history. All right, so we're going to pop that out. Hello, Jeff. I always try. What? Really? That's the tablet. Okay, not gonna work with those as well. Hello, Lydia. Hello, Trevor. All right, so we have Bunny Morrison. What else here? We have Amy Rose Meyer. Big sexy Ken Cowell. And then of course we have Sabrina Altman. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll remind you guys again, this Friday I will be over at the District for MFers Live. It's the release party for Robbie G's album Fire. He was actually live earlier, and I jumped onto his live stream. I didn't, go live with him, but I was I was messaging him, and I told him, can't wait, excited. He's got a whole bunch of new gear on the go. Like, you should see his hats. It says Robbie G on the front. On the tag on the back says Robbie G. The lining inside the hat all across, that the 8 lines that go across the top of the hat, that all says Robbie G as well. But yeah, he's got his new album that's going to be released. So it's going to be pretty cool. All right, Jeff, not a problem, buddy. Yes, it is your darts day. Hello, Ken and Kelly. Thanks for tuning in. Of course. And Nick Boss, like a boss. He's in the house with us. And yes, Ken and Kelly, I know that you guys have your mugs, so hopefully you guys are sitting and drinking some coffee with me. All right, hello, Mary Jane. How are you? All right, so let's get AKA Dinosaur Smarty. Ha ha ha. Hello, Steph. Thanks for tuning in, Steph. It's always great to see you in here. Oh, it means Steph's watching. It means Jesse's watching. Hi, Jesse. All right, guys. Let's see here. So this day in history for February 5th. We're going to pop it open here. What do we got for the history today? Hello, Timmy. It's our Joker on duty, Timmy playing. And then, oh, hello, Christopher. Always keeping positive about it, guys. Always. Hello, guys. See if you guys can see that. See, it's two little girls with red little noses. And it's good news for the history for February 5th. So 30 years ago today, the British charity Comic Relief held its first Red Nose Day, and it raised £15 million for poverty relief. Since then, the charity, which gives 100% of its donations directly to programs, has raised an amazing £1 billion for charity. And that started off in 1988. That is pretty awesome. I was 8 years old when that happened. And there's a little picture here that says Red Nose Day. There's Mr. Bean with a little teddy bear, and they're both got the red noses on. Granola. All right, so what else do we have here for some good news in our history? So Finland celebrates every year the birth of its national poet, Johann Ludwig Runeberg, on this day, and that was in 1804. Wow. Mexico adopted its current constitution, establishing a federal republic with 3 branches of government, and ushered in profound changes by restricting the power of the Catholic Church and establishing the basis for a free, mandatory, and secular education. That was in 1917. Right on. What else do we have here? Hank Aaron, one of the greatest baseball players and the only one to hit 30 or more home runs in a season at least 15 times. And he was born in 1934. And that is the tablet dinging off, guys. Yes, my back. You know, where is the volume on? Oh, here we go. Now, I don't know why this is on. So we're going to shut that off. We're going to shut that off. We're going to shut that off there. All volumes are off. All right. Now I got to remember I got to shut the volumes off everything. All right. So let's do that here. All right. So Big Douglas became the first African-American elected to the Basketball Hall of Fame in 1972. Right on. The big 3 banks in Switzerland created a $71 million fund to aid Holocaust survivors and their families, and that was in 1997. The New START nuclear arms control treaty between U.S. and Russia went into effect, raising hopes among officials on both sides that will provide the impetus for Moscow and Washington to negotiate further reductions. And that was in 2011. All right, here's one for you. Oh, this is a classic. And yes, there is a YouTube video on the bottom, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and on this day in 1936, Charlie Chaplin released the first ever silent movie, Modern Times. Written and directed by Chaplin, the film portrays his iconic character, Little Tramp, struggling to survive in the modern industrialized world. As a factory worker employed on an assembly line, Chaplin endures the dreary conditions many people faced during the Great Depression. Expected to keep pace on an accelerating assembly line, he tries to screw nuts onto pieces of machinery whizzing past, but ends up suffering a nervous breakdown. He runs amok, throws the factory into chaos, and lands in jail where he gets into more mischief. All right, and that, hello, Jeff. Hello, Melissa. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so that is our history for today. And check that out. Yeah, so Charlie Chaplin. That's really amazing. That's going way back, guys. That is. Okay, so it is shared off to my Facebook. I'm going to tweet it off. What are you doing, guys? What? Well, I hit the wrong button. Nope. Really, guys? I'm actually hitting every wrong button here. Hello, Sarah. All right, see, I just popped myself on that screen. I didn't want to. I hit the wrong notification. Oops. All right, so tweet. We're going to tweet now? All right. So it is shared off to my wall, and it is tweeted off to the MFers live Facebook, the live Twitter page that we have. So you guys can always go check it out there. If not, you guys can always go to www.goodnewsnetwork.org to follow along, or go get the Good News Network app from your local Play Store. Hello, Chris. All right. Dry mouth really fast. We're talking, guys. All right, so let's see here. So that was our good news for the history. All right, what else we have here? All right, so that would start off. Okay, so that's the live event. What else do we have here? All right. So here. All right, so this one sounded like a funny one. I haven't had a chance to read these today, but all right, here's one for you guys. All right, is that a YouTube video? Yes, there is a YouTube video. I don't know if you guys can see that. There is 6 women in wedding dresses drinking champagne. I think they're drinking champagne. But yes, I'll actually explain it for you. Having a rough day. Well, you know what? Thank you for tuning in, Sarah. Like I said, today is our Positive News Monday. So we're going to be reading a bunch of positive stories that's happening around the world. All right, so this one was actually posted 17 hours ago today. Supportive friends come together with wine and wedding dresses for a divorce party. That's a little interesting. So upon finding out that her divorce was about to be finalized in December, Nicole Nessner was prepared to endure a lonely night in by herself. Her friends, on the other hand, were not about to let that happen. The 36-year-old resident of Saskatchewan came home from work one day only to be surprised by a bunch of her gal pals showing up at her house with wedding dresses in hand for a divorce party. The friends, who were all still married, donned the gowns as a means of taking some of the sting out of Nessner's divorce. Nessner herself dug her own dress out of her basement so the gang could spend the night drinking wine and reminiscing on the ups and downs of their own marriages. We kept it really positive, drank some wine, ate some food. The wedding dresses were on the most of the time. Everybody's really digging that, Nessner told Inside Edition. Even though I am okay with being divorced, it just lifted me up and reminded me that I am loved. Go get them. That I am loved and that I have lots of great people in my life. Yeah, see? So, I mean, guys, I've always believed that your friends are your best doctors. They're your best shrinks. Because you know what? Because, I think they're better than shrinks. Because, come on, you go to a psychiatrist or a doctor and, you go, I have this, and they're like, well, try this, take this medication. But friends, come on. Your friends will show up and do anything it takes to make you laugh. And that's what friends are. Like I said, a smile is great medicine. All right, so let's see. We got some more positive news here. This one's from 7 hours ago. All right, as soon as it pops up. All right. Oh, this is actually a little like one. All right. So let's get to the top of this one here. All right, so don't wait for your best friend to pass. Learn from Henry and shift to a life that fulfills you. Excuse me. All right, so my friend Harry and I grew up not far from each other in the same town. He was one of my closest friends. Our lives seemed to run almost in parallel. Perhaps the only thing we differed on was his almost fanatical approach to fitness. He liked to run 5 miles each morning and was extremely careful about his diet. I, on the other hand, preferred my morning snooze and was not so discerning about what I ate as long as it tasted good. It's kind of like my philosophy. I don't look to diet, I look for the taste. Come on. I only live once. Well, I'm a big guy, so I kind of have a taste for food, right? All right, what else? So Henry was always trying to get me to go for a Sunday morning run with him. And on one such weekend, Henry was outside my door trying to get me to come out. I was in no mood to leave my bed that morning and convinced him to go on ahead, promising to meet him at our usual spot for breakfast in an hour. That was the last time I saw him. When I went to our breakfast spot later, I found out that Harry had collapsed halfway through his run because of a massive heart attack and was dead before help arrived. A man who, for the best part of his life, was a fitness fanatic, who was at the prime of his life with a young wife and child, and had so much to look forward to, was suddenly and unexpectedly gone, and he was only 34. Sometime later, as I emerged from my own grief and sorrow, I thought wistfully of the plans Henry and I had made for our future, and how he would now never get around to them. And that's when the realization hit me. If I didn't do something with the time I have now, it may be too late. Who is to say how much time I have left? I was in my early 30s, comfortable with my 9-to-5 job. I had a modest house in the suburbs and a wonderful wife. I was coasting along. I knew there was more to life and that I could be doing a lot more with my talents and abilities, but I had settled into a comfort zone. Henry's passing shook me from the stupor. Uh, of course, well, thank you for tuning in. Like I said, we are reading positive stories from around the world. And right now, this is kind of bringing you down, but you got to listen to the whole thing, all right? So let's see here. Where was that? So I knew that I should not waste the time I had left. I flipped open the journal in which I had listed all the things I thought were my priorities at the time. As I reviewed that list in the light of my friend's death, I came to terms with the fact that if I had just a month to live, that list would be meaningless. So things I had originally marked as priority didn't seem that important anymore. Having a bucket list is great, and it's fun to cross off new adventures. But my life was not going to be about just ticking a box anymore. My short-term and long-term goals shifted. Spending time with my family and ensuring their future happiness became my number one priority. I knew that it was time to start focusing on living my purpose, on creating a legacy, and having a positive impact on the world. I realized I had to make the most of every day and make each day count. The newfound sense of urgency pushed me to hit the reset button on my life. I walked away from my job and found the courage to pursue entrepreneurship full time. I took a leap of faith into uncharted waters, and it proved to be the best decision I ever made. People forget how transient life is. They think they have all the time in the world to go after their dreams and allow themselves to sink into a comfort zone. The comfort zone builds up gradually. You don't just wake up one morning and find yourself right in the midst. It is a very slow, velvety quicksand. It has a cocoon-like effect that lulls you into the sense of false security. The hunger, the anger, and the energy that drives you to take risks, that makes you challenge preconceived notions, that forces you to seek out new horizons constantly, suddenly dissolves into this velvety zone that you are so safely snuggled into. What you do not realize is that this quicksand snuggles you just as it suffocates you. I was unceremoniously pulled out of the quicksand of my comfort zone by the death of my friend. While that was a rude and much needed wake-up call in my life, I had made sure to never fall back into it again. I confess that the comfort zone still creeps up on me every now and then. If you have been putting off something for later, I'm here to remind you that you may not be a later. All you have is now. It's never too late to hit the reset button. Begin by taking stock of your life and making a priority list of things that mean the most to you. Map your goals with the legacy you want to leave. Break it down into smaller goals and launch into it immediately. Work towards it every single day. Your entire being will rubble against it, and that's okay. The truth is that if you place too much attention on those feelings and wait for the perfect time to start, you'll probably never start. Remember, all you have is now. In the words of Steve Jobs, my favorite things in life don't cost any money. It's really clear that the most precious resources we all have is time. All right, guys. So that's just a reminder to not just push everything off. If you guys have a dream, you have a goal, go for it. Lunge for it. Take the risks. If you go ask any famous actor, actresses, comic, music artist out there, they will all tell you the same thing. It's just they took the chance, and it paid off. It totally did. Hello, Steve. How are you, buddy? All right, Sarah was here, but I guess Sarah's gone now. All right, so let's see here. We'll do this one here. This one was 5 hours ago. All right, so this is a really nice one here, guys. All right, so a heartfelt letter from 5-year-old causes restaurant chain to swap plastic straws for paper. So a 5-year-old little girl is being hailed for influencing a restaurant chain to ditch single-use plastic straws in favor of biodegradable paper alternatives, all thanks to a heartfelt letter that she sent to the company. The company's Pizza Express, an Italian food restaurant with over 470 branches worldwide, recently announced their decision to drop the wasteful utensils on their Facebook page. The company's statement was posted alongside a photo of a letter from Ava, a young customer who wrote to Pizza Express asking if they could stop giving away straws at their restaurants. Ava's letter read, I am writing to you to ask if you could stop using plastic straws because they are very bad for animals. They get stuck in their mouths and noses. Could you only use straws if people ask for them? Because I don't want any animals to get sick. So Pizza Express spokesperson responded to the letter saying, we pride ourselves on listening to our customers. So when Ava, aged 5, sent us a letter asking us to stop putting plastic straws in her drink because they are very bad for animals, it spurred us to make a change. We are now phasing out single-use plastic straws from all of our 470-plus restaurants from the summer. And we will be replacing them with both biodegradable and recyclable paper versions. Then, as a means of verifying that the letter was real, the company wrote a follow-up statement reading, for the record, Ava's letter is genuine, and it's truly amazing and wonderful that somebody so young wrote to us with such a caring and compassionate message. Okay, and there, if you guys can see that, you see the white there, that's her letter in there. This is the post to their Facebook page that they have. And it says, we pride ourselves on listening to our customers. So when Ava, what I read up here. So her letter does say, to Pizza Express, my name is Ava. I am writing because me and my brothers are in Pizza Express a lot. When I get my drink, it always has a plastic straw in it. I am writing to please ask you to stop using plastic straws as they are very bad for animals. They can get stuck in their mouths and noses. Could you only use straws if people ask for them, as I don't want any animals to get sick? Thank you, from Ava, age 5. Right on, Pizza Express. So you guys, doesn't matter what age you are, you can make a difference, and you can. And look, that 5-year-old little girl's letter that she wrote to a pizza company, to Pizza Express that has over 470 plus stores, and it made an impact. It was just a 5-year-old little girl. So always remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are ever sitting there going, I can't make a difference. Yes, you can. You would actually be surprised the difference you can actually make. All right. Hello, everybody that's still here. Hello, guys. I don't even know who's all here. Who do we all have here? All right. We're going to check it out here. We have Jeff. Oh, we have Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Oh, and we have Berna with us. Hello, Berna. It's great to see you guys in here. Let's see here. So we still got some more positive news. We're going to do some more shows because, yeah, okay, I'll do some more shows because I'm going to try to get some more shows done more often because there are so many. And I don't really like throwing out the names at the end. I try to get through as many of them as I can. Hello, Bunny. How are you? Thank you for tuning in here. All right, so we got this name upside down. All right, so we have Mary Jane Goforth. There you go, Mary Jane. Who else do we have here? We have, Melissa Morrison. Hello, Jesse. Oh, you were up at the hospital yesterday. Well, I hope you are feeling better, Verna. I really hope that you are. And we have Stefan Franchetti. Yes, I really hope you are doing better. I know that a lot of people have been getting really sick in the past few weeks. So always take care. I know that we did recently lose an MFer. She's in a better place now. But she went into the hospital for being sick. She never ended up coming out. And it is kind of scary when people do get sick. But we are glad that you are not in the hospital now and that hopefully you are doing better. I'm glad that everybody's coming to hang out with me. All right, we got Jen Jofield. That's our little Jello Jen. She will eventually be in here. Oh, look, and James was in here earlier hanging out with us. Like I said, I pointed out, you guys can actually see my Michelangelo. Yes, and I don't mean The artist Michelangelo. I mean, the Ninja Turtle, Michelangelo. Yes, sorry guys. I love my comics. I love my cartoons. I don't care what this is. I'm 37, and I love my cartoons. But don't get me wrong. All right. Okay, I've had this discussion with many people. All right, I'm going to do these shows, and then we'll talk about the Ninja Turtles. All right, guys. All right, so we have Taylor Clark. What else do we have here? We have these are all getting squished together now because there are so many names. All right, we have Diane Seguin. We have there's our one and only our riffraff Dylan Wheeler. Look at this, Verna. Verna's in the house. Hello, Jessica. Jessica Gritson with us. Hello. Jess, are you going to be at the show this Friday with Robbie? Because if so, I will see you there for sure. And we have Debbie Griffiths again. Ryan Ferguson. Mindy Fisher. Hello, Becky. Thanks for tuning in here. And we got two. Here's one of our little MFers. There's Keegan McGill. Right on. Camera as always. And like I said, I can't wait to see some of the photos we're going to come up with that day. Trust me. We have a whole bunch of people that are going to be hanging out with us. So you've got the original MFer hanging out down there too. So, I'm going to be bugging you. Get some really wicked photos. Because I know that you take excellent photography. So all I have to do is go, what do you think, Jess? Photobob. All right, so we have Sabrina Altman, and what else? And there's our Joker on duty, Timmy Plain. There you go, Timmy. All right. See, everybody's popping back in. Hello, everybody. Okay, this hair is just. All right. Okay. Now the discussion about the Ninja Turtles. Okay. Now to the MFers out there, to the normal, I can't even say normal, to my generation of MFers, I guess, because I'm 37. But okay, now if you go to Netflix, okay, because anybody that's been watching me knows. Oh, great! I love doing fun photos. But anybody knows that I don't watch cable. Okay, I don't like cable. Too many commercials. No point in watching the news because it's all negative. So I watch a lot of Netflix. I watch a lot of YouTube. Now, if you go on Netflix, they have the Ninja Turtles and all these cartoons and stuff. And you'd think, yeah, that's great. I don't like the new Ninja Turtles. I like the old school Ninja Turtles, the ones that came from when I was a kid. Those are the bomb cartoons. Yes, I've noticed that. A lot of the cartoons, they are doing remakes and stuff, but they're just, I don't know, they're just not the same. But don't get me wrong, I still sit there and I watch like old school. I'll watch, you guys remember She-Ra? I'll watch her. I'll watch He-Man. Yeah. I'm old school cartoons by far. All right, so we did some more shows. All right, there we go. Okay, we're going to do another. Hello, Leah. Thanks for tuning in. See, that's roughly around perfect timing. All right. 28 minutes. One cup is done. Starting on the second one. All right. All right, so we do have one. And I've been wanting to read this one. And I figured, because I'm so excited to read this one, I'm not going to read it until I actually get on here tonight. All right. If it wants to open. All right, here we go. Okay, that's not that bad. Okay. All right. So Tesla is to turn 50,000 homes into world's largest virtual power plant at absolutely no cost to the owners. Exactly. I like the older cartoons. I don't know what it is. Like the Ninja Turtles. Even the Care Bears. Even the Care Bears. They have the new Care Bears on Netflix. I don't like those Care Bears. I like the old school Care Bears. And I don't know what it is. I know that the gentleman who did the voice of Grumpy Bear, and there was a couple more bears he did, but I remember him mainly for Grumpy Bear. That voice actor actually lives in Aurora. I actually used to pump his gas, and I recognized him right away. I didn't recognize him by the voice. I recognized him because he's also an actor as well. Besides a voice actor, he's a normal actor as well. And he starred on a TV show that I used to watch when I was younger called Friday the 13th, the series. And no, it did not have anything to do with Mike Myers or Crystal Lake or, Friday the 13th series is about a gentleman who inherited an antique shop. I think it was from his uncle. And all the antiques that were there, they were all haunted. They were all kind of cursed and possessed in one way or another. So the whole point of it was they were trying to track down the entire inventory to try to put them and seal them away so that they could not cause any harm to anybody. Hello, Rich. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. All right. Oh, yeah. We were talking about this one. So some 50,000 homes in South Australia will receive solar panels and Tesla batteries. The state government announced Sunday in a landmark plan to turn houses into a giant interconnected power plant. So South Australia is already home to the world's largest battery and Elon Musk-driven project to provide electricity for more than 30,000 homes. The state government has since been looking for more ways, particularly through renewables, to address its energy woes after an unprecedented storm caused a statewide blackout in 2016. Under a new plan unveiled on Sunday, a network of solar panels linked to rechargeable batteries will be provided free to households and financed by the sale of excess electricity generated by the network, the government said. My government has already delivered the world's biggest battery. Now we will deliver the world's largest virtual power plants, the state premier Jay Witherill said in a statement. We will use people's homes as a way to generate energy for the South Australian grid, with participating households benefiting with significant savings in their energy bills. All right, Rich. Well, thank you for coming in, buddy. It's always great to, like I said, just to come in and at least say hi, guys. It means a lot. It does. It means the world to me. All right, but you have yourself a great night. All right. All right. What else? Oh yeah. So a trial phase will begin with 1,100 public housing properties, each supplied with a 5 kilowatt solar panel system Tesla battery. So following the trial, the system will be installed at a further 24,000 public housing properties before the scheme is opened up to another South Australians over the next 4 years. The government is also set to look for an energy retailer to deliver the program to add more competition to the market. The rollout will be supported by the state government through $2 million. Through $2 million Australian. Which is about $1.6 million US grant and a 30 million Australian dollar loan from a taxpayer renewable technology fund. Tesla said in a statement to AFP that the virtual power plant would have 250 megawatts of solar energy and 650 megawatt hours of battery storage. At key moments, the virtual power plant could provide as much capacity as a large gas turbine or a coal power plant, the company added. Australia is one of the world's largest producers of coal and gas, but the South Australian blackout raised questions about its energy security. Several aging coal-fired power plants have closed, while strong demand for gas exports and a rise in onshore gas drilling bans have fueled concerns of looming domestic energy shortage in the next few years. So more than 60% of electricity generation in Australia is actually from coal, with 14% from renewables, according to the government data published in 2016. So that is pretty amazing. Way to go, Tesla. I guess, I don't know, you know what? When I say Tesla, I think of the genius Tesla, but it is actually the company Tesla. So there, I have shared it off to my Facebook, and I'm going to go share it off. There it is to the MFers Live Twitter page. There we go. Hello, Yvette. How are you? All right, so we're going to pop that back here. All right, so, see, that's amazing. See, like I said, gotta love our technology that we're coming up with. It is always pretty. Oh, cool! I got a couple more stories that just popped in. Right on. But it is pretty amazing that. So instead of burning like the fossil fuels and coal and stuff like that for our energy, and all the water that we go through, that we're able to find renewable energy, and that's just by taking the source of the sun. It is the way I can best describe it is take Superman for example. All right, to all the comic fans out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Take Superman for example. Okay, he flies around, leaps tall buildings in a single bound, but he is powered by the sun. So he gets all his energy, his strength, and his powers from our yellow sun. So why are we not able to do that? And that's what we're doing now. We're able to harness the rays of the sun that beats down on the earth, and we're able to actually store it and reuse it as energy. Because like I said, we've got to a point that we've got to start taking better care of the world that we stand on. We totally have to. Because we got to make sure it's nice and good for the future generations so that they have something to walk around on as well. Hello, Vicky. Thanks for tuning in. But yes, like I said, because then it gets to help. Tesla's helping the people's homes that are having these solar panels put on. They're having a big, huge savings. And it's really great that we can find something like that. There is a device out there. I know it's not on the market yet. I've been trying to follow along with it, waiting for updates to happen. I do believe it's called the Lantern, if I remember correctly. I think it's called the Lantern. And it's actually about the height. It's about the height of this tablet. But it's more like a square. Okay, so it's not this length. Say about this. But half this, but a square. And you can actually get Wi-Fi off of it. It actually sends and searches for signals in the sky and will connect you to Wi-Fi. It's great. It's an amazing little tool. But like I said, I guess they're still trying to test. They're still testing the product and trying to make sure it gets put together properly so that, no returns. But yeah, trust me, if those come out, I know that I definitely want all my MFers to have one of those because then you guys don't have to worry about paying data. You guys don't have to. You guys could be in the middle of the field, turn on the lantern, and there you guys go. You got yourselves some internet, so you guys can actually watch no matter where you go. So that'd be pretty cool. All right, so let's see here. We got. Okay, so we're gonna do this one first because this one was actually 4 hours ago. I didn't even realize it was there. All right. Okay, this is just a little story. All right, so this is actually from 4 hours ago. So mom ends up marrying strangers she thought was trying to kidnap her kids during a blizzard. Here's a love story for you, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So the blizzard of 1978 dumped over 12 inches of snow on the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes region of the United States. The winds were brutal and residents of the affected areas were advised to stay indoors. So Shirley Rogers was one of the few who braved the elements. She had just started a new job and needed to go to work, so she grabbed her two young kids and headed to the school bus. She told WJW, I have never in my life seen that much snow. And also, I don't remember the wind ever blowing that hard in my life. They weren't alone, though. She saw a man in his car, and he was honking his horn at them. Shirley's first instinct thought that he was trying to kidnap them, and she told her children to run. She added, I said, Kenny and Kevin, run, run. So they started running, and I ran with them. And we had on so many layers of clothes that we actually fell over into the snowdrifts. The man's name was Barry Rogers, and he managed to convince the mother to get into his car with her kids to escape the storm. He convinced us to get in the car. He dropped my kids off at the babysitter's, took me to work, and then that night, I had no idea how I was going to get home, and he was sitting out in the parking lot waiting for me, she said. 3 years later, that fateful encounter resulted in a wedding. So I guess this is a really old story, but I guess they brought it back, I guess. You can actually watch the interview to get the full story of the Rogers. Okay, I'm going to show this off for everybody. So it was a blizzard in 78. 3 years later, that was 81 that they actually got married. Okay, 2018. So 36 years. That's pretty cool, though. That is. Her first thought was that he was trying to kidnap her and her kids. But we do, like I said, that would be such an MF thing to do. And it's not anything your own consideration. It's just you see, a mother with her kids in a brutal storm, and best thing to do is help out. And that is pretty cool. And like I said, 3 years later, they were married. That's pretty awesome. All right, so this is the new one that just popped in as we were reading some other stories. Oh, and it's that Good Talks. I don't want that Good Talks. I thought okay, wait a sec. So does that mean this one is? Oh, that was when they went live. Oh, okay. So I'm going to see if I can find some more positive stories here, guys. All right, what do we have here? All right, so this, okay, well, no, we'll do this one. We'll do this positive story. How's that, all right? So veteran with Heart of Gold is surprised with $60,000 dental implants by a generous dentist. A veteran with a Heart of Gold has just been given $60,000 worth of dental work, but it looks like $1 million. Larry Smiling Clement is a U.S. veteran who served 2 tours in Vietnam. He now volunteers at his local fire department as a firefighter and an EMT. Despite not having the money to afford dental work, Dr. Michael Tischler of Teeth Tomorrow heard his story and offered to give the veteran a full set of pearly whites free of charge. They're giving up their lives for our freedom, Tischler said. And to have a gentleman like this that had 2 tours in Vietnam, which is a horrible war, we felt good helping him. And today feels really good. So that is pretty cool. And there is, I guess they got a picture side by side of them. If you guys can see, it's a picture side by side. Let's see. Oops, where'd it go? We have to open the store back up again. Find that picture. Open. All right, come on. You're supposed to be working with us. All right. So on this side, you have the gentleman with no teeth. This is him without his teeth. And, of course, it's going to start playing. But like I said, he's all smiles. He's totally happy. But that is, like I said, doctor wasn't looking for recognition. He just wanted to recognize the service and the duty that this veteran, like I said, did 2 tours in the Vietnam War. That is insane. All right, I got lots more. That's awesome. Oh, okay, I read that one. All right, so, all right, here's another one. These are actually some really short stories that we have today. So men on Norway's soccer team, they take a wage cut so women players earn equal pay. They already win more. So the Norwegian men's national soccer team just took a major pay cut so their female counterparts could be paid the same amount. Up until this year, the male team earned 6.55 million kroners. That's $818,000. In contrast to the women's annual income of 3.1 million kroners, which is $387,000. Since the men's team signed an equal pay agreement in December, both teams are being paid equally. And they're both now being paid 6 million kroners each. So that's $750,000 each that they make, both male and females. So I guess the males took, I don't know, I guess that'd be like $68,000 pay cut for the women to, to get almost just under, just under 400,000 increase. That's amazing. So since the men's team has earned much of its income from commercial sponsorships, despite the fact that the team consistently performs worse than the female team in international competition, They will be donating the funds necessary for the women's wages to rise. The Scandinavian country believes itself to be the first nation to ever mandate equal pay for their gendered teams. It is very positive that Norway is a pioneer, said Pal Berjarvek, NFF's security general, according to The Independent. At the time, this is a recognition for women's football in general. And it's amazing to see how much this means to the players and what enormous attention the issue has gained internationally. So Norwegian soccer player Caroline Graham Henson wrote a note to the men's team on Instagram reading, "Thank you for making this step for female athletes, for showing equality and for helping us all, making it a bit easier to chase our dreams, to make them come true." So that's pretty cool, guys. It is. Hello, Becky. Hello, Jen. Like I always say, guys, don't forget to leave your comment and your reaction. And you have a chance to win free prizes on the first of every month. And I wonder what I'm gonna bring back for you guys, because I know this Friday. Every time I go to the show, I always try to get some autographed gear for you. All right, and we do have we're going to be seeing the Woodlawn Warriors, see District Apollo, Robbie G. Like I said, Verbal's going to be there. There's going to be some really amazing artists that we've hung out with before. And we're also going to have one of our fellow MFers, NTG, is going to be performing as well. So super excited. Can't wait. But like I said, guys, we'll see what autographs we can get from everybody. And like I said, I will always try my best to see if I can get an autograph poster for you. And if you guys are wondering, what do you mean autograph posters? All right. Okay. So I have these. Okay. I got to drop. All right. So we are going to take. This one is Daniel's. Okay, so this is Daniel Park's prize. All right, so this is what we did. Okay, so this was from when we did the Prada West show. Okay, and see the dates right here. See, Saturday, October 14th. That's when this was. Okay, we were out in London. Okay, for his show. We had New Breed, District Apollo, Villain, Riot, Stu Reader, and Ricky E, Johnny Bars. They were all there, and we got them all autographed. Now, you're seeing a glare on this. I'm trying to keep the glare off, okay? But you get all these autographs. Now, the reason you guys see the glare on there now? The reason you can is because, listen. It's laminated. Oh, yes. So, like always, ladies and gentlemen, if I can get us a poster autographed, I will do my best. And like I said, here, we can actually show the progression that we actually went through with these. All right, so that was actually the second one that we actually got autographed. We've been learning as we go. So this is the first one. As you can tell, there's no autographs in the back. I don't know what's going on. This is the first poster that we actually had autographed from artists. And the artist actually autographed on this side. So you actually have to look really close because there's Prada up there. We got District here. We got the Woodlawn Warriors. Verbals here. But they're all on the front. So like I said, this was the first poster we had autographed. And so we learned that, and that's when we did Daniel's, and it's autographed on the back. So the third poster we did was actually for the Christmas bash that Robbie put together, where we were able to sit there and raise $1,000 to help CMHA. All right, and like I said, we're getting better each time. So see, guys, there's a whole bunch of autographs. And yes, I even autographed it myself because, yeah, I'm not on the front of it. No. I'm not an artist. I'm not. But I did autograph it because I was there. And like I said, just so you guys get the feeling that, well, who was all there? I was there too. Like I said, you see, you got Robbie G here. See, you got Uncle Frank from the Woodlawn Warriors. See, you got Troublemaker. Let's throw one here too. Oh, look, we even got Pat the Ghost, who we actually had as one of our guests. He came all the way down from Hamilton, and he travels a lot with Robbie. So yes, I can't wait for Friday to see what autograph gear I'm going to end up coming back with for you guys. All right, so I'm going to do some more shout-outs. Because like I said, I'm going to try to get as many shout-outs as I can. Because now, I'm going to see if we can kind of keep track. There was a little over 1,000 names. A little over 1,000 names that were entered. So that was, I think it was like 137 different names, totaling up to the times they commented and reacted. And not everybody did the same, okay? We had some people that hit every stream. We had some that didn't. So we had a little over 1,000 individual names in here. And it was cranked. It was packed pretty full. It was. So, okay, so we're gonna start doing some names here. And thank you again, Leah, for saving me so much work. All right, so we have Taylor Clark. There you go, Taylor. There you go, buddy. All right, who else we got here? Oh, we got Amber Colburn. What else we got? We got Timmy Plain, our choker on duty. I've called his name a few times today. Right on, Timmy. All right, who else we have? We have Trevor Jackson. We have Gordon Cameron. Of course, always more the merrier, ladies and gentlemen. We have Stefan Franchetti. He's probably out on the road again. That's probably why he hasn't popped in. And then we have Sarah Anderson. And like always, we always give a special little shout out to little Lily Anderson, because little Lily likes to tune in and drink tea with us and hang out with us. And she doesn't have her own little Facebook. So I always mention out and I always do a little shout out every time I get Sarah's. I always do one for little Lily. And I try to do one for all the little MFers out there who tune in with their moms, their dads, their aunts, their uncles, their brothers, their sisters, their friends, and they don't have their own Facebook account. So always a little shout out to all the little MFers out there. Oh, look, here's another one of the stars that we have hanging out with us, Remo Frabero. All right, now he's the one that I call King Rent. He's a great, amazing artist. And like I said, guys, we actually had the one, the only Ben Guyett tune in last night, and that was pretty awesome, guys. It was. Yes, we did a little bit of a promo for his show. He does the Ben Guyett show. I guess they call it the Guyett Riot. I thought it was live, and like I said, it was totally my bad. I forgot that he actually mentioned to me earlier he was actually pre-recording that stream because of the upcoming football game that was going on. But usually he is live. And like I said, guys, he even has a phone number that you guys can actually call into. So you guys can talk to him when he's live. And he's usually live on Sundays and Wednesdays at 9. So yeah, if you guys want, you guys grab a pen, piece of paper, write it down quick. It's 1833 Ben Show. Yes. It's just that 1833 Ben Show. So that's BENSHOW. So you can actually call right into the guy Riot, the Ben guy. And we have look we have Nick Boss. Oops, I'm throwing Nick Boss back at me. Hello, Kel. How are you? Well, you know what, Kel? Let little Keegan know. He had a shout out at the beginning of the stream. Oh yes, he did. And then we have Bill Dawson. Oh, we got a few more here. Let's see, we have Audrey Oliver. And then we have look at another one for Sabrina Altman. You're a little popular one tonight, aren't you, Sabrina? And then look, we have Chris Morrison. All right, so we do have time. All right, so I'm gonna read. Let's see what else we have here. All right. So we did that one. We did that one. Okay, so let's see here. All right, here's a really good one for you. All right, if you guys are into sea life, all right. So when man discovers that sea lion loves to fetch, he plays with the critter for 2 hours. And yes, there's a YouTube video. You guys can check this out. So John Aravosis says that he has been going to the Smithsonian's National Zoo in Washington, D.C. for 30 years now, but he was never aware of how much one of the sea lions loved to play fetch. So according to the video that he posted on YouTube early January, Aravosis discovered the critter's hobby when he saw someone trailing their finger along the plexiglass. The sea lion followed the person's hand and twirled every time they traced the circle. Then it pointed its nose towards a little stick that was lying on the other side of the aquarium glass. So Aravosis started throwing the stick from one side of the window to the other. And every time he did, the sea lion would swim after the twig and do a flip. Until this week, I thought the sea lion simply swam by quickly, and that was that, said the digital strategist. Well, apparently, if you get the right sea lion, he likes to play virtual fetch with a stick, just like a dog. I discovered this yesterday afternoon and spent nearly 2 hours playing with this one sea lion. I decided to go back today to try to shoot some video of our playtime, and that's what you're watching here. It was one of the most amazing zoo and animal experiences in my life, he added. And yes, they are pretty big. Sea lions are pretty big. They're kind of like dogs of the sea. But yes, they are very smart. They are. Like I always say, like, you'd be surprised how like smart animals really are. I guess, according to our science and technology and stuff, like we came out of the primordial ooze, I guess. That's the best way to put it. There, that's sure enough, right? But yeah, they are. They're really smart, like dolphins and whales, even sharks. They are really, really talented. Oh, where'd it go? I lost it. Okay, we're going to try to find this again. All right. Hello, Joe. Okay. Oh, hello, Jello Jen. How are you, dear? Thanks for tuning in. It's always great to see you. Hopefully you are enjoying your Sensi pack. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's see here. We're going to find a nice one here. Oh, we read that one. Okay, here's this one for you. I don't think I read this one. All right, so you know what? I'm going to read this one. This might actually take us into overtime, but all right, guys, you guys ready for this one? Hello, Mary. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so this is actually dated for a couple days ago. So cancer vaccine eliminates 97% of tumors with amazing success. The human trials are next. So curing cancer may be as simple as going to the doctor and getting a shot, according to this new study. Injecting minute amounts of two immune-stimulating agents directly into the solid tumors in mice can eliminate all traces of cancers in the animals, including distant, untreated metastases. The approach works for many different types of cancers, including those that arise spontaneously. The researchers at the Stanford University School of Medicine believe the local application of very small amounts of the agents could serve as a rapid and relatively inexpensive cancer therapy that is unlikely to cause the adverse side effects often seen with body-wide immune stimulation. When we use these two agents together, we see the elimination of tumors all over the body, as said Ronald Levy, professor of oncology. This approach bypasses the need to identify tumor-specific immune treatment targets and doesn't require wholesale activation of the immune system or customization of a patient's immune cells. One agent is currently already approved for use in humans. The other has been tested for human use in several unrelated clinical trials. A clinical trial was launched in January to test the effect of the treatment in patients with lymphoma. Levy, who is the senior author of the study, is also a pioneer of the field of cancer immune therapy. Many other kinds of immune therapy that have been used to treat cancer have been successful, but they each have downsides, from difficult to handle side effects to high cost and lengthy preparation or treatment times. All of these immune therapy advances are changing medical practice, Levy said. Our approach uses a one-time application of very small amounts of two agents to stimulate the immune cells only within the tumor itself. In the mice, we saw amazing body-wide effects, including the elimination of tumors from all over the animal. So cancer often exists in a strange kind of limbo with regard to the immune system. Immune cells like T cells recognize the abnormal proteins often present on cancer cells and infiltrate to attack the tumor. However, as the tumor grows, it often devises ways to suppress the activity of the T cells. Hello, Ashley. Thanks for tuning in. So Levy's method works to reactivate the cancer-specific T cells by injecting microgram amounts of two agents directly into the tumor site. A microgram is 1/1,000,000th of a gram. So a short stretch of DNA called a CpG. Okay, so CpG oligonucleotide works with other nearby immune cells to amplify the expression of an activating receptor called the OX40 on the surface of the T cells. An antibody that binds to the OX40, activates the T cells to lead the charge against the cancer cells. Because the two agents are injected directly into the tumor, only T cells that have infiltrated it are activated. So in effect, these T cells are pre-screened by the body to recognize only cancer-specific proteins. Just waking up. Oh yeah, you're on nights right now, aren't you? So some of these tumor-specific activated T cells then leave the original tumor to find and destroy other identical tumors throughout the body. The approach worked startlingly well in laboratory mice with transplanted mouse lymphoma tumors in 2 sites of their bodies. Injecting one tumor site with 2 agents caused the regression not just of the treated tumor, but also of the second untreated tumor. So in this way, 87 of the 90 mice were cured of cancer. Although the cancer recurred in 3 of the mice, the tumors again regressed after a second treatment. The researchers saw similar results in mice bearing breast, colon, and melanoma tumors. Mice generally engineered to spontaneously develop breast cancers in all 10 of their mammary pads also responded to the treatment. Treating the first tumor that arose often prevented the occurrence of future tumors and significantly increases the animal's lifespan that the researchers found. So that's pretty cool. So finally, Sergey Balrafy explored the specificity of the T cells by transplanting 2 types of tumors into the mice. She transplanted the same lymph node cancer cells in 2 locations, and she transplanted a colon cancer cell line in a 3rd location. Treatment of the one lymph node site caused the regression of both lymph node tumors, but did not affect the growth of the colon cancer cells. This is a very targeted approach, Levy said. Only the tumor that shares the protein targets displayed by the treated site is affected. We're attacking specific targets without having to identify exactly what protein the T cells are recognizing. This is a very targeted approach, Levy said. Oh, I just read that one. Oh, of course. So the current clinical trial is expected to recruit about 15 human patients with low-grade lymphoma. If successful, Levy believes the treatment could be useful for many tumor types. He envisions a future in which clinicians inject the 2 agents into solid tumors in humans prior to surgical removal of the cancer as a way to prevent recurrence due to unidentified metastasis or lingering cancer cells, or even to head off the development of future tumors that arise due to genetic mutations. I don't think there's a limit to the type of tumor we could potentially treat, as long as it has been infiltrated by the immune system, Levy said. So see, guys, we are even catching up. Oh, no, come on. I'm going to share this off. All right, we're going to share this off to my Facebook. All right, so there it is. It's on my Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to tweet this off to the MFers Live Twitter account. There we go. So yes, there are your 2 spots you can find it. Like always, you guys can always go check it out on www.goodnewsnetwork.org, or you guys can always just follow along on the app itself. Go to your local Play Store and type in Good News Network, and it's right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have gotten to our time. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. All right, to the one out there, I know that you do watch. You may not comment, you may not react, but always remember, it's your time, all right? And yes, to all my MFers out there, I want you guys all to know, okay? You guys are all needed, okay? I want all you guys. Without any of my MFers out there, MFers Live would not be where it is today. It would not be going to the exciting routes that it is heading, all right? So I will see you guys all tomorrow, all right? So remember, same MF for time, Same MF for channel. Keep spreading that peace, love, positivity. And don't forget, guys, come on, send me your selfies. Come on. Be proud, MFers. We got like over 100 and some odd selfies from last year alone. Come on. We're actually starting in the beginning of this year instead of like partially into the new year. All right, guys. So come on, give me those selfies. All right. Boom. All right. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow. All right. So remember, keep spreading the peace, love, and positivity. Oh, yes. And one more thing before I go to you. Yes, you right now that's watching, watching live that we're doing right now, or you're watching on a replay. But as long as you're watching this right now, I need you to remember something that's very important to me. Okay. Always and never forget, all right, that each and every last single one of you, all right, that you matter. All right, guys. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. All right. And don't forget that, yes, you do matter. Peace, y'all.